What is good, guys? Your boy Kicks God back in the building. This is LD Kicks. So, you already know we do a podcast that will be featured on all other DSPs. You already know it. However, this next excerpt will be featured right here on LD Kicks. Check it out. What is good, people? It's your boy Tawan, aka the Kicks God. That is what they call me on Instagram and everywhere else. And I am with my partner
is Ramon,
my PNC. Snow is on hiatus. He will be back, and but this wasn't much of a topic for he. Get Snow a pair of black sneakers.
He good to
whatever,
go.
And he's good.
He gonna get some ones though.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him some Air Jordan 6s. He's watching this like fuck out of here
get
with
this
both
work.
of you. So what do you think? I'm just ask this before I dive in. What do you think about this year? And when it comes to sneakers, what you've seen from point A, I'd say up until now, were there any sneakers that you could say, I gotta get those, like, how do you feel about it? About the sneakers this year?
I mean, I feel like 2020 is definitely becoming a curse word.
Yeah,
like you 2020 son of a bitch. Like that's that's how we gonna curse people going forward. But and I still do stand by a lot of the things that were released this year. It was inappropriate for them to do so.
Right. Right.
Particularly like the gaming stuff and movies and whatnot. Mm-hmm. I think sneakers fall under that for a little bit. Because people were financially challenged because of the epidemic, and I think it's a little insensitive for companies to still be feeding the beast, feeding the monster at this point. But also I get it, because behind the monster is actually people who have jobs, who are working, right. And they need money in their pockets, and if you're going to expect a business to pay, then you're expected to work. So I struggle. I don't have an answer there. I don't have a definitive feeling there, but there's something about consumerism continuing in 2020 that doesn't feel right to me, because you continue to feel the narrative of life is normal when it's not. People going out there without a mask when it's not. People gathering when it's not. So like, I saw those Jordan 1 mochas, and I was just like, yeah, I would love to have those. But, like, I don't want to be tempted. I have better things to spend the money on, more important things. And then even if I do have the capital to get them, where the fuck am I going with them? Am I going to want to be like, yo, let me just put these shits on to go outside and be irresponsible? Like, then these could have waited, So that's where I'm at with that in 2020. In terms of sneakers that came out that I really like, would be those Jordan 1 mochas. Those are cool. Look like the Travis Scott lights.
Yeah. Or the not quite Travis
Scotts. And I like those basketball, the Yeezy joints, or the Barons.
The Bariums.
And
I just stop you there real briefly. I know you said you were looking towards getting a pair of getting those, or so they're re-releasing the Quantums. Remember the first ones?
Yes.
They're re-releasing them in the basketball version.
Okay.
So it would look exactly like the Barium, or structurally like the Barium, uh, but in the quantum colorway,
Okay.
which is not that different.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Yeah, but that's my two. I saw some dopeness like the shit you got behind you. Up the yeah, I those. I saw those. Those were dope. I didn't have any beef with those. I'm starting to the whole off white thing is starting to wear thin.
it is.
For me
It is.
personally, I don't but I could deal with those. Are I so that's where I am.
Okay. Um. So, uh, much, much like you've put the the questionably irresponsible, I would call it behavior for a business to um, to put out or to continue to uh, seek to garner profit during a time where our focus should be on things that help us to stay healthy. If I'm even able to put that like that way. Um, I agree with you on that part. Like I agree that companies and businesses should shift focus just for a little bit towards this dealing with this pandemic,
Right.
how whatever and however that looks like. Um, Now I can say that companies like Nike and Adidas, and I don't know if becomes like New Balance or somebody has been doing that. I don't really I'm not really in tune with them as I am with say like a
Right.
they have done things to uh, aid and assist with dealing with the pandemic. They've done the whole donation thing. It is what it is.
Yeah.
People, something happened, people donate, whatever. They have done the making of masks.
Nice. Very nice.
They have done they have shifted in many cases not released sneakers. Like I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if you know, Nike's release schedule is all over the place for 2020. All right, sneakers have been pushed back. Sneakers have not met the schedule because when the schedule for sneaker releases come out, so let's say 2020 January, that's dead set in the winter. That sneaker calendar for the releases came out in fall. So the sneaker release calendar for summer, spring summer, would be what would be out in January for Nike. So the calendar that they had, which was pre-pandemic, you could scratch that.
Yeah.
Nothing came out when it was supposed to. And so on and so forth. If everything got pushed back, things was changing, schedules were changing, calendars were changing, and life went on in 2020 as we all know it. Can I say they could have said, nah, we ain't putting nothing from any calendar out this year. That would be akin to saying what we said in a prior podcast. But the bills still need to be paid.
Still need to pay, yeah.
All right,
And then if they hit that pause button, you're looking at however much thousands of people Nike employs just being on furlough, and then that's more money for the government to, there's effects.
Right. So why 2020 distresses me so much is because it set off so many chain reactions to things, and why it would be ethically sound to stop this, but it would automatically affect something else somewhere that could be a lot more harsher.
Yeah.
Do we need did we need the 2021 Cadillac Escalade? No.
Probably not, but still kind of the same concept.
It's still kind of the same.
Yeah.
So
I don't think there's a clear answer.
Right. However, now to the topic at hand, we have all of that in mind. I think 2020 has been the best, one of, if not the best year for sneaker releases.
That's wild. You got a top 5?
Yeah. So these
What are those on the bottom?
So these are the Union Air Jordan 4s.
Trash.
Excuse me?
They're trash, son. What do you want me to tell you?
We can double back to that.
Can you grab one of those, sir, please?
I can.
Yeah, they look better over there.
So I disagree with you wholeheartedly. I think that these are I think these, when everybody was slamming them in pictures, I was like this. Yes, keep slamming them. I felt like these were super dope. I really want the guava ones, but I don't want to spend. They weren't released on the Nike sneakers app. They were only released at the Union store.
There's that shit.
Yeah. So, and they're now like over $1,000. They're not. They're, of course, yeah. You know that. These are over $1,000. Around $8,000 to $1,000. Excuse me.
So you know how much I got for you, son. How much am I willing to offer? Yes, sir. $50.
Fucking guy. So my top 5, these go on my top 5, the 4s. Those also, the Off-White 5, go on as one of my top 5. So that's 2 of my top 5. The Air Jordan 4 Fire Red.
Yeah.
They are, I don't know if I can reach them currently, or maybe I can. Is it there? Is it? Oh, no. No, they're here. So, these, it's funny, I haven't really, did I wear these? I think I wore them once. So, these, which actually released today.
So how the fuck do you have them already?
So actually, they had a shop drop. They shop dropped almost a month ago, actually, and I didn't hit. First of all,
this is a OG colorway, no?
Yes, it is. So that would be 3. I want to say there's a pair of Yeezys that the Yeezy 700 the Yeezy 700 in the all blue V3 in the all blue. I forgot. I think they're called not Isael. There's something because he went to changing those names.
Sir, do you not go to church?
No, I haven't been in church in some time.
Isn't Azareth a biblical
Azareth.
name?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's. I don't think it's it's a name. It's a biblical times name, but I don't think it's a name that I can recall in the Bible. But I could be
I
wrong.
definitely recall that shit somewhere. But these are pretty fucking wild.
What, the blue ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and they're pretty nice. Like, I have the they just went with safflower. Like, those are up there.
I need to see these in person.
Yeah, they're actually really nice. They're really nice. They're a little, like I said, off on the sides, but they're really nice. So, you have those. What else was there? Was another? Oh, the Sakai. The Sakai release, that just released, the Nike Sakai. Damn, I just wore them.
How do you spell Sakai?
SACAI.
And which ones?
The white and blue ones.
What,
the ones that.
What shoe though?
It's the Sakai vape, the Nike Vapor Street Sakai.
Wafer waffle.
I think that's it.
Sport fuchsia.
One of the colors. That.
Yeah, these look pretty wild.
So that would be like 4, and there's another one. Not to drag this all out to pull from, but nonetheless, there. You got so many dunks. Dunks have gone. Oh, you have the Ben and Jerry dunks, which I don't really find personally wearable, but that could be the sneaker of the year.
Well, they ain't on stadium goods.
Probably not, but that's a sneaker. So that's 5 different sneakers in my own opinion. It could go up or down with others. Dunks have been popular. It's been a really big dunk resurge. I got a pair of dunks coming in the mail soon. You have the off-white dunk, rubber dunk, which people aren't crazy about, but some people are. You just had such a range of sneakers to be released this year that for lesser or for poorer can be included in as like sneakers that are notable for the year as opposed to another year. There are years where it was like, oh, okay, these came out that though they were okay. Last year I thought was trash. I mean, the highlight was the bread 11s. But that's pretty much one sneaker and the infrared the infrared 6.
Yeah.
All right, you had maybe a 3 here. Don't you have a pair of infrared 6?
It's not about me, son.
Oh, okay. I was just asking.
This is not about me.
But you have a bunch of like different years. I think if this year is not the best, the year when the Sean Witherspoon
Got it.
came out.
That was like 3 years ago, right? 2 or 3 years ago?
Yeah. I want to say maybe 2017. So you had the off-white ones drop.
Yep.
You had so many.
Yeezy
It was like, yeah, Yeezy was hitting hard. Between year for year, since then, I mean, and for this year to be the year that it has been, to have these type of releases, and I could say that this might be one of, if not the best year for sneaker releases.
Do you
It's
think
go.
that a lot of these sneakers that are associated with 2020 are gonna be in an echelon of their own in terms of value? Like when you look at things like the Katrina Fire Red joints,
Right.
like you might be able to cop a pair, but they'll always be such a valuable shoe, and the price of them may not necessarily reflect the value of them. But when people
But
see them, they're like,
those are 2020.
those are
Yeah.
big. Those are big. You see that happening?
I can with certain sneakers. Like some of the notable sneakers that I've spoke on, and like the fours and the fives, off whites and unions and what have you. I think the correlation between, like, say 5, 6, 7 years down the line, 10 years down the line, the correlation between 2020 and how bad it was this year, and then the sneaker releases, and you say, damn, yo, those are those pandemic off-white fives, or it all it takes is for someone to say, to start to repeating what you say. If I say, oh, well, those were the pandemic such and such. Oh, word, yo, I like that. We was in a pandemic then. And then he repeats it. And then once it catches on, and then it's like, yo, these are all the sneakers that came out during the pandemic.
So now people start seeking them out.
Now it's like, yo, word, I remember those. I gotta get those.
Yeah.
That's what drives the hype.
Gotcha.
That's what drives and
Got you.
with the sneaker releases that we had, alongside, like, think about it like this. The Last Dance. Great documentary.
Yep.
Might go down in history as the best documentary ever, along with The Player.
Sports documentary, sir.
Sports documentary. Yeah. Agreed.
Goddamn
So-
fanboy.
Yeah, right. So, because of that documentary, do you know that every Air Jordan that he wore in
course.
that documentary
Of course.
skyrocketed?
As if it wasn't up there before.
So, let me put it in perspective. The Air Jordan 14 last shot. The Air Jordan 14, the last shot, came out I want to say it came out last year, maybe the year before. Son, resell that sneaker was only maybe $10, $20, $30 more than retail. Son, that sneaker's about $400 or $500 now.
It's $300 on 300 and up on Stadium.
300 and up. Son, there was another sneaker. He Got Game.
He Got Games are fucking dope though. So I ain't gonna lie to you. son.
They are, but the fact that this dude wore them in the movie, it was okay. We'll give him a little bit of popularity. The Last Dance.
I might have to cop these.
What's the price on them since you're looking?
$440 and up.
$440 and up.
I might have to cop these, son.
Son. Go to the Bread 12s. Check out the Bread 12s.
Which ones?
Black and red. The Flu Game.
What the hell? Nothing's coming up. What are they? Jordan
The Jordan 12 Flu Game.
Flu. Got it. I typed in Flu Gang. I remember these.
What's the price on them, son?
Hang on, I clicked off the shit.
It's the 2016 flu games. Because I'm looking at 11 and a half was my size, $600. For your size, they're about 487, almost five.
I thought I saw four something. Not happening.
Son, when
They got the retro BG. What does that mean? For two.
that's a smaller size.
Oh, okay,
smaller size.
okay.
So
Oh, boys and girls.
boys and girls, yeah. So why are we talking about this? Why am I all of these sneakers that I just mentioned, like they reissued the He Got Games, they retroed. Well, I meant to say re-retroed. So the He Got Games released in 2013, and they released about a year or two ago. I think my first year here in this apartment, so it was about 2018. They re-released the flu game, not the flu games. Yes, the re-release the flu games. The price never was never astronomical. That at most you would probably spend high twos for them. All right, not unattainable. I think high twos for $190 sneaker, it's not bad, because that means if let's say you get it for $280, long as they're not 100 over, cool. Son, these are sneakers that were under 200 or under 300, 200 that are now 400, 500, 600, 700 because of the Last Dance.
Wow.
So
A 2020 joint is definitely probably coming.
So when you think about it, right? That's where it's like it's hype. Mm-hmm. How do you drive hype? And it's just like we're talking about this 2020 and how it could be the best in sneakers just because of everything that's going on. But when you're talking about, like, me and my brothers and my cousins, like, we like to talk about the stock. All right? And the cost for sneakers it's very much like and akin to stock. It's always what's trending in stock means, all right, what's the talk? Who's been buying what? What stock has been seeing constant change, so it's trending. All right, now when it's trending, it's usually trending upward, and you're like, okay, people are really seeing. So why is it trending now? Because on the ground level, where you say, let's say it's an app, more people are using the app. So you see, it's like, hey, there's a lot of people on this app now. People have found that it's useful. So now, it's gotten the attention of investors. So now you're saying, oh, there's a lot of people on this app now. I think I might want to start investing in it. The stock price goes up. And then it gets the attention of people who, like, let's say Zuckerberg. We don't have that over here on Facebook. How can we acquire it? Mm-hmm. So that is the point where if they can't acquire it, they'll make their own. And then either that prior app will now drop in value because it's no longer trending.
Right.
Whereas because the Facebook app, everyone's already on Facebook, so all they're going to do is incorporate the use of the app that was like the other one on Facebook because they're already there. They're at home.
Yep.
So now, kind of, sort of, or loosely equate that with sneakers. Here you got The Last Dance showcasing all of these sneakers that he wore at particular times. And now you say, oh shit, somebody's like, oh shit, I remember those. I need them.
Now you,
I
now
want
they the Last Dance 12s.
Exactly. So if you go on GOAT, and I know you could before, and you type in The Last Dance. All right, well, it was showing, you could before. It would show all of the sneakers that were featured on the Last Dance documentary.
Yeah, they probably put that
And
together.
you can,
yeah.
right, and you were able to buy them.
Yeah.
I remember they had on their homepage, they had like a section.
That's something they did, but still, they flexing.
So
They
what it
controlling
does
this
is, right, so what it does now is that starts the trending process, because you got people saying, oh shit, I remember those, I need those. That starts the trending process. So the first few sales of those sneakers are dirt cheap. Oh my God, you know how much I copped these for? Damn near box price. Until the hype now starts.
Yep.
Now everybody's like, oh shit, they're selling for such and such. Or you buy them and resell the resale sneakers for double the price.
Yep.
Son, this is the buffoonery that goes on. And again, it's very similar to stocks. It's just how it all, like StockX had it right.
I'm not mad at it.
Not at all. Not at all. It's just like now when you was like, I'm good with not getting those right now because I know they're going to be at that price. And then The Last Dance comes out and now they fucking skyrocket. Now it's not good because now you have to shell out X amount and they're not going to drop.
That shit happened to me with them all black ones, triple blacks.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I got some time. They about $1 and change below retail. I woke up one morning, them shits was 300. Damn, they couldn't find me a pair because motherfuckers is using them to paint custom shoes.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Overnight, son. Overnight.
It's like if you're not finely tuned into what's going on with sneakers.
It looks wildly inconsistent from the outside.
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, I can rock with these and whatever. Nope, nah, son. That is a canvas.
Yeah,
that is a canvas. All cream, the ones that I wanted, the cream, the sail Air Jordan ones. That is a canvas, sir. Son, it's no sooner than I looked. They were 4, 5, 6. Well, hold on, what's the price on them now?
Yo, while you look that up, and we're gonna cap the episode, but I have a question for you. That is an insightful question.
$700, by the way.
Fuck out of here, son.
For some all white sail color fucking Jordans. Carry on, sir.
This question is, and I don't want you to answer it now. I want you to sleep on it, and we'll attack this in another episode. There is a narrative that Nike is just re-releasing the same shit over and over.
Oh, it's more than a narrative.
Now, I can subscribe to it sometimes, other times I can't. Because with most things, I'm on both sides of the fence, right? Like, I see both sides, and it's hard to pick a right or wrong. Right. I get it. And then, of course, there's the realization, like, yeah, but, like, who they selling these things to? They're still selling, right? So somebody wants them. Okay, fine. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at the way Nike's been re-releasing retros and retros, and I'm thinking to myself, there is 32 Jordans.
35 now.
Well, 35. Why in the fuck do I not see the 28 retros? And I'm pulling that out of my ass because I have no idea what a 28 looks like.
It looks like shit.
I have
but
no idea
it's-
what a 19 looks like. You get what I mean? But I know what a 1, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, a 8, a 10, a 12, an 11. I can't tell you much at maybe a 13. So my question is, Jordan ran into hot water when they realized nobody wants these things. Fuck is that? I don't care. What you got over here in the 1s or the 5s and the 6, right? Mm-hmm. And then they go, oh shit, won't be doing that again. So now they start to target the 1s. And I'm not mad at it because I happen to have grown in appreciations for the 1s. Mm-hmm. Right? I don't think they got anything left, son. And my question is, at what point is the sneaker community now gonna be like, yo, y'all ain't got nothing left? Because I'm feeling like the 1s are being done to death now.
They are.
Because I'm seeing some dope ass colorways in the 1 mids. I'm like, fuck you. Real men don't wear mids, but them shits are fire. So now I'm starting in my head, I'm like, yo, they only did that because they're trying to move shoes and because they're saturated the 1s. So now we're in this weird ass space. So now I'm looking at the Ben and Jerry dunks. Like, fuck you. Real men don't wear low top dunks.
Oh, they do.
So now I'm like, where you go now? And then you got Yeezy over here just pulling shit out the rabbit hole that everyone's like, that'll never work. And next thing you know, you can't afford a pair because it turns out it did work. But he's not sticking around to retro the shit that works. He's just so forward with coming up with other weird shit. Like, where does this leave Nike? But I don't want an answer from you, son.
I was going to pull up something and in this, and I think that's probably the best thing to do.
Okay.
We're gonna answer that. You're gonna put it in the docket, and I'm going to answer this on another episode. So if you want to hear the answer to this question, you're gonna have to stay tuned.
Is this a wildly unreasonable question?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. And I think I have an answer. It's it could get a little lengthy, so we'll answer it in another episode,
Okay.
B. There we
right,
go.
Sir, you go ahead. You close out the episode, sir.
Yeah, man. That is it. How 2020 looked and shaped up for sneakers. Like, listen, we talked about it briefly. We talked about it in length, actually. In my opinion, I don't know if Ramon shares the same feeling, but he understands my point of view. And this year has been pretty big for sneaker releases. Yeah. And I'm looking to see what 2021 is shaping up to be. It's looking like more of the same. Hence, we'll answer that question on the next episode. I am Tawan, aka the Kicks God.
My name is Ramon.
And we are out of here.
Peace.
Peace.